Before we get started on the next post-game show of Game 4, take a look at this quick little video clip of a Chicago beat writer and what he says about the Brooklyn Nets. Take a look, and we'll be right back.
The Bulls wanted this team. They wanted this team for a reason. They feel, privately, they've said this team is gutless, this team is heartless, and they think they can expose them when the game gets close in the fourth quarter. So far, it's kind of played like that. Even Nate Robinson, he had an agenda with C.J. Watson, and he's carried it out. And they wanted to see how the Nets reacted, and they didn't really show a lot of fight to defend their own guys. So it's kind of playing that they are kind of a heartless, gutless team right now.
The Bulls said that the Nets are gutless and heartless, and they believe they can expose them when the going gets tough in the fourth quarter. You forgot to mention, Mr. Beat Writer, that they're fucking ballless as well. How does any team in any basketball, whether it's college, high school, NBA, have a 14-point lead with 3:16 to go and lose that lead completely? How, you ask? Because you're ballless. You're a bunch of fucking fairies. You can't fucking sustain toughness. You got a team like the Chicago Bulls without Derrick Rose. In the triple overtime, Nate Robinson's not in the game, who scorched you, made you look like clowns. In the third overtime, you lost Noah, who simply just gets every friggin' loose ball and rebound when it matters. Does what he does during a game, but when the money's on the line and there's a offensive rebound to be got, he gets it. Block shot need to be gotten, he gets it. Are you fucking kidding me, Brooklyn? Are you kidding me? Why didn't we give Billy King a 7-year extension? Why? Why only 3? This fucking roster of fucking pussies. This fucking disgraceful fucking basketball team. These fucking frauds. This Darren motherfucking Williams, who once again shows you what he can be. He fucking gives you 30 points, 10 assists, and then goes 1 for fucking 8 in overtimes and commits 7 fucking turnovers. Missed shot after missed fucking shot after missed fucking shot. I made a note because I felt like they were going to win this game, and I made a note. Halftime. 1:15 to go before the half. The Nets are down 11. They're getting fucking smoked. Noah goes to the line, and he misses 2 free throws. We then come out. D-Will hits a 3. Blatch gets a bucket, and Wallace hits a 3. We cut it to 3. I made a note. That is the way we're going. We're going to win the game because of that fucking sequence. And what do? We come out in the third quarter, and we smoke the Bulls in the second half. We put a 29-18 spot on them in the third quarter. We're operating on all cylinders. We're shooting at 1.60 fucking % from the floor. I'm going crazy. Nate Robinson gets fucking screened into the ground. I'm taking a picture. I'm freezing it on TV on pictures. I'm going to make it my profile picture. Told Kenny Drago. We're up 14 points. I'm screaming. Nate turns the ball over. We got to lay up the other end. I'm going fucking crazy. Watson misses the dunk. Now, I got to be an idiot to tell you that I thought that was going to be the difference maker. I mean, we still got the offensive rebound. And then Thibodeau, the brilliant fucking coach that he is, instead of just saying, let's go, guys, we got to do this, he calls a play. Let's hack Reggie. He misses 2 free throws. Next time down, let's hack Wallace. He misses 2 free throws, and the comeback is on. And then the most incredible fucking performance from my most hated guy that ever played the game. I mean, maybe not. Not most hated. I hated Anthony Mason. I hated John Starks. Any Nick you could fucking basically fit into that sentence. But Nate Robinson just embarrasses Darren Williams and whoever else is guarding him. Floaters, off-balance shots, bad shots, everything. And then there you are, looking at a fucking tie game. And, of course, Darren has the opportunity to win it with a fucking, not a difficult shot. And, of course, he misses. He missed, I believe it was 11 of his last 13 fucking shots, did he? Thank God for the magician, Johnson, who was nowhere to be found early in the mid-quarters. Thank God for him saved the day temporarily with some incredible buckets. But then, what did I say? I said my prediction of this series was it'll go 7, which obviously, I don't believe now. Although, would I be shocked if the Nets won Monday? No. Because the Bulls fucking stink. What the Bulls are is they are tough. They're doing it without talent. Now, let me rephrase. They obviously got talent, but they do it with will. They should change the name of their fucking team to Balls. And I don't have to tell you what the Nets should change theirs to. It certainly shouldn't be Brooklyn. The Bulls do it with grit. They do it with determination. They hustle. The best fucking player in the world, potentially other than LeBron, and Durant, is on the sidelines in street civvies for Chicago. And yet here they are, down 14. Steve Kerr said, Chicago doesn't have the ability to get back in this because they're going to have to do it on defense because they don't have an offense. Oh, yeah, and then fucking Nate takes over. And what do? We just watch it happen. We don't make a play. We don't make a switch. We don't do anything. We fucking full tent. And then in the overtime start. Now, who the fuck remembers the first one, second one, the third one? Because at that point, if you're a Net fan like I am, you're numb. Your whole body is in shock. You're trembling. You're watching the game. You're not believing what you're seeing. I was fortunate enough not to be watched live 10 years ago when they blew that Game 3 lead to Boston. And they were up 23 in the third quarter. I was coaching a baseball game that day. So I got to the field, got in the third base box. The Nets were up 20. And I remember Jimmy Cole, who's a big fan of us, of the show. Jimmy Cole comes walking out. Series is over. The Nets suck. They fucking blew a 23-point lead to the Celtics. I didn't have the disfortune of watching that live. I fucking sitting here. I got friends over the house. Apologize to my new friend Nick, who just was at my house today. Bad day to come over, Nick. Bad day to join and get an introduction. Because I'm fucking going crazy. I'm jacked up. We are smoking the fucking Bulls out of their building. We're coming back home 2-2. I'm about to show that video that you just saw and say, look at this motherfucker. Look at this guy saying this shit at halftime of a game. And here the fucking Bulls bitch slap Brooklyn in the mouth. And then just win a war. Overtime's about war. Darren Williams, open shots missed. Although Johnson made some big ones, he also missed. Brook Lopez, I don't know what he did in overtime. Didn't seem effective at all. Seemed awkward. Once again, how good was he in the first quarter? He was fucking brilliant. He looked brilliant. Now, listen, he played well. Everybody, this was going to be a signature fucking victory. I was going to talk about the 6 performances from Reggie Evans, 15-13. I was going to talk about Wallace, 17-9. Lopez had 26 and 11. He also blocked 4 shots. Darren, up until the fucking collapse in OT, was brilliant. He had 30 points, 10 assists. Joe Johnson. I was going to talk a little bit about Blash until CJ fucking... I wonder if CJ Watson is still getting paid by the Bulls, because you can fucking hand this loss, the start of the loss, to him. Now, don't give me no shit about it's all on him. Because, I don't know, man. I kind of think with 14-point lead, under just about 3 to go, you still figure out a way to get one fucking stop. Just one. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get a defensive rebound. Couldn't do it. And then, of course, let's get to overtime, and it's a battle. And in overtime, several key plays. Lopez, we win the game if Lopez makes the fucking second free throw. Right? So I think it was 127 all. With whatever it was, 22 seconds to go, he misses the second fucking free throw. We go tied and we go to extras. Andre fucking Blatch. Andre Blatch is, people, and I'm sometimes guilty of this. We got to see Blatch more. Andre Blatch is an absolute one-dimensional player, and the other two aspects of the fucking game, he's bad at. He's a terrible fucking defender, and he's a bad rebounder. And there he was on a fucking free throw. Doesn't box out. Nazi Muhammad. And Nazi Muhammad seals the fucking game. I mean, look at the Chicago Bulls. Robinson's out of the game. Noah's out of the game. Our stars are still in there, and they fucking outscore us in the third overtime by a score of 15-7. 15-7. Boozer was actually quiet, although, again, 21 points, 8 rebounds. Luol Deng, 15 points, 8 boards. Noah on 1 foot, 15 and 13. And, of course, Nate Robinson was 14 for 23, 34 points. Outcoached, outballed, outhustled, whatever you want to call it. This team is difficult to watch. Billy King got a 3-year fucking contract extension for putting together a team that you heard. You didn't hear me. Now, you've been hearing me tell you all year that these are fucking gutless, ballless, fucking pussies. You've been hearing me all fucking year say that. And now you heard a professional sports fucking writer on the Nets broadcast. On the fucking Nets broadcast. He went on the Yes Network. The Yes Network. And said the Bulls wanted the fucking Nets because they're gutless and heartless, and they knew if they fucking punch them in the mouth, they'd fold. The fucking guy said it. He said it after they went on an 8-0 run to cut it within 3. The guy wasn't even like that. Fucking, the Bulls know that this fucking team is gutless, heartless, and will fold. And there they fucking were. To Nate Robinson, folding like a fucking bunch of pansies that they are. Sickening. Listen, I'm a sports guy, so I've been through tons of fucking losses in my life, right? This one, you could put it at the fucking top. Arizona against the Yankees, Seattle against the Yankees, all very difficult. Probably Boston Red Sox, most difficult in my life. Never get over that. But you could fucking put this one here. Now, the only reason you can't rank it higher because it's not an elimination game, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you, how do we go to the next game, watch the game, and go and feel good at any point where the Nets are? How? At what point do we go, well, we got a 10-point lead. We're in good shape. At what point do we go this way? At what point do we feel comfortable with the Nets Monday night? It's a disgrace. Prokhorov, you gave Billy King a 3-year extension, which is ridiculous. I'm not saying I don't like Billy King, but this roster doesn't have what it takes. This roster doesn't have what it takes to fucking win home games against Dallas, Utah, Atlanta, Minnesota, Milwaukee, a battered LA Laker team. They don't have, because remember, if you won 2 of those fucking games, you're not playing the Chicago fucking Bulls. You're playing the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I'll go back to that again. Because this is what, the worst matchup you can get other than Miami was Chicago. Can you imagine? Can you imagine saying it on the other team's airwaves that the team is gutless and heartless? And the fucking guy was right. The guy's dead on. Brooklyn, PJ, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Leave me the fuck alone. I always tell the listeners of the show to leave me alone. You leave me alone. Don't do us any fucking favors by winning Monday night. Get the fuck out of here. Take your shit. End this fucking season of all phony fucking hype with the Brooklyn fucking chant. Take it, stick it up your ass, and get out of here. And do it and get me some balls on this team for next year. I don't know what you're gonna do, but let's start with a head coach. You know what PJ's post game? He called it an entertaining game. He called it an entertaining game. Enter-fucking-taining? I'm sick to my... I was supposed to go out with my buddy, go to his house, have some fucking delicious homemade Italian food, and I'm sitting in this... I was totally planning. I figure I'll do the post-game tomorrow, and I'm fucking sitting here sick to my stomach. And PJ is saying it was entertaining. I'm fucking glad you enjoyed it, Paige. I'm glad you enjoyed the fucking game. Because as a fucking Net fan, fucking totally jacked up about going back 2-2, maybe even going to Game 5, which there's no fucking chance I will. Yeah, entertaining? I'm sick to my fucking stomach. I might have cursed a few times in this post-game show. I'm not sure if I have, so I apologize if it offends you. All right? Fuck you, Brooklyn Nets. You're sickening to me. I'm tired of your act. This 2013 act of yours is sickening. You've managed to fucking lose games that you can't possibly lose, and here you did it in the biggest stage when you needed it most, where the other town's beat writer called it at halftime. Gutless, heartless. Leave me alone. Brooklyn.